Welcome back to our channel today. My name is Mupa Zawadi. This is On Fire Agape TV. Welcome to our show, Matendo Yote. And today we have an amazing person. Her name is Wanjira and she's going to tell us more about a very beautiful couple with a golden heart. Stay with us until the end of this show because I know you're going to learn something great. Karibu sana, madam. Karibu sana to our show. So say hi to our viewers. Na utuambie wewe ni nani haswa.
Asante sana na asante sana kwa kunikaribisha. Jina langu ni Wanjiro Wakuria.
Sasa Wanjiro, how do you know Gatukui?
Wow, Gatukui have known him for many years. Way back from 1978, when we were living with him in a place called Kiambu, Gitamayo, Kirigiti. That's where I met. He met me there. Yes.
He met you in Kiambu?
Yes.
Yes. When you first saw Gatukui, how was he?
Gatukui was a bit shy. And when he came to that house, that is from Mr. and Mrs. Gitata house, Gitata apparently was his cousin because his father was an uncle to him and Mrs. Gitata was my sister. So when Gatukui came there, he found us there and he was very much welcome. I remember when he just got out of the car, he had a wooden box. Yes.
A wooden box?
Yeah.
What was in the wooden box?
I think he had carried all his, we call it Sunday best. Yani nguo zile nzuri sana alikuwa amevaa kutoka ushago from up country. Yes.
So that was Gatukui.
That was Gatukui that time. And through the kitchen where we were living, he was showed the way in to the main house. So when he came in, Mrs. Gitata showed him his room where he was going to stay at that time. And when he left the box there, Gatukui came and joined us in the sitting room. And I remember very well that day. He was almost going to faint because he didn't expect that Mrs. Gitata would change his clothes to new ones.
So his clothes were changed?
Yeah, yes, to the new ones. Because they were khaki shorts and somehow the shirts had no buttons and some were torn out. So Mrs. Gitata, she had a tendency of keeping new things or putting, in case somebody would come, she would provide. Yes.
So Mrs. Gitata is the one who took in Gatukui?
Yes. But the husband was also there.
Yes.
Yeah. And before I forget, when Gatukui came there, he had lost both parents and they were separated. You know, there's a way that we Kiku name children. Some are named on the father side and some are named on the mother side.
Yeah.
So Gatukui was taken on the mother side and the other siblings were taken on the father side. That time, when they were taken there, they had a very rough time. They could not go to school. At times they would sleep without eating anything. They were going to school barefooted. And at times they were chased away. So Mr. Gitata, having that sense of humor, I don't know how, he convinced the wife, that is Dr. Mudoni Gitata, that he could bring together those children. And imagine there were 5 of them, not even Gatukui.
5
of them, the other sibling. That is, we had Jogu, and then Gatukui, Mungai, Nyamwero, and Zipora, who was a baby. We thank God that Mrs. Gitata accepted them, all of them, and we were accommodated in that house. Yes. Though I told you I was the first to go there. But me, I was not an orphan. I was a sister to Mrs. Gitata.
Oh, how did you get there?
Me, myself?
Yes.
My sister is the one who raised us, and he was paying for our school fees. So after my KCP, that is class 7, I joined her. Though she took me to a boarding school. But during the holidays, I used to stay with them. And in fact, I stayed with them until I got married. They had a sense of humor. They liked children very much.
So after Mrs. Gitata took in the 5 children,
Yeah.
how did the extended family and the neighbors take that?
Well, I must say the extended family were not comfortable with that, although they were happy that the burden was removed from them. You can imagine if you are given one child to educate,
Yeah.
and then you are told someone has come to take over. So you could be happy, unafurahia hiyo jambo. Kwa hivyo sasa nasema kwamba vile Gitata alichukua watoto, Gatukui had done his class 7. He came to Nairobi in Form 1, and it was amazing to him going to Nairobi all the way from a forest,
Yeah.
a remote area, coming to Nairobi, seeing the red light, green lights, big cars, a posh house where you are eating everything that you want, and the school that you are taken. So he was admitted at Jericho Secondary School in Form 1. After that, since the distance was far, he was taken to a hostel where other boys were, so he could communicate from Pumwani Boys Hostel to Jericho Secondary School. Yeah.
Yeah, that's his journey of education.
That was the journey of education.
So, yes, let me ask this.
Yeah.
How did you lack anything in between? Now you are there are 5 children. Did Miss Gitata have any children then?
Oh, yes. She had her 2 children by then. The firstborn was Wanjiko, and the other secondborn was Wangeshi. Though she later got Wangari and Jogona. Yeah.
So after you guys were taken in by Mrs. Gitata, there were no wrangles between the neighbors, how she was going to take care of all 5 children?
The neighbors, then there were no neighbors by the except the workers, because it's a coffee plantation. They own a coffee farm. Yeah. But on the other side of the neighbors, especially on Mr. Gitata's side, they were not very comfortable with that, because they were saying he is misusing his words.
So after Form 4, where did Gatukui go?
Well, thank God Gatukui was a clever person. He passed very well, and he was admitted to a medical school in Machakos, where he did his clinical work, a diploma in clinical.
Yeah.
After which he was posted to Thika and Gatodo Hospital.
Yes. And after that?
After that, let me take you back away. When during the weekends or during Sundays, when people would go to Sunday school or outing, Gatukui never left the house. Alikuwa anaachwa kwa nyumba. Kumbe alikuwa anasolola hizo vitabu za hawa wasomi hawa. Because Mr. Gitata was an economist by profession. Gitata was a doctor by a profession, a dentist. So Gatukui used to go around the library, checking their books, reading, and even lighting his dream on a wall, of which he came true. He wanted to go to America.
So he had the dream.
He had a dream, and it came to be true. Yeah. So that's how Gatukui was very quiet, not stubborn like the others, but focused on his education, knowing where he had come from. Yes.
Let me take you back. How special was this family that they took? Because there were many families, but how special was it that they had to adopt 5 children?
Amazing. Maybe that was the work of the Lord, because, as I told you, that they had humor. They had big hearts. And as the Bible says, do unto the others as you'd like them to unto you. Maybe they looked at them at the back. What would happen to our children if we leave today? Can somebody take them today? Maybe that's why they accommodated us. The 6 of us. And we were not 6, there were 2 more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Together with the children.
Yeah, the 5 one, me and another 2.
Did you ever lack anything in that house?
Never, we didn't lack anything. Maybe parental love. That is through the blood, but yeah, but we never lacked anything.
What was the relationship between you the 6 children and the children, the 2 children?
Their children.
Yeah.
One thing, they were very young, and thus we were, you can say we are adolescents, but the relationship was good. Yeah.
Karibu sana Mr. Mutua.
Thank you.
Ino show itagwo matendo yote. Na nĩ njiguĩte ndeto ciaku njega mũno na ngaheo ũrĩa watiritaga arata akwa o matiritaga na gĩtĩo, uka make sure nĩ ahũnu, uka make sure nĩ maiganĩra wega na ũkamahe thayũ mũno, na nĩkĩo mandũmire ũmũthĩ njũke njaranĩrie nawe. Rĩu ingĩenda gũkũria atĩrĩrĩ, tamba ũgeithie mwĩroreri, no twĩre umĩte kũ, no twĩre gũkũ tũrĩ nĩ kũ.
Mwĩroreri ndakũgeithia gũkũ mũrĩ gwĩtagwo Gitata farm, nĩ kwa mama we wa mwanake ũcio ũgũtũmĩte kũrĩ niĩ, ngwĩre ũrĩa maikaraga gũkũ.
Ta njĩra atĩrĩrĩ, wokire rĩ gũkũ?
Nĩ mĩaka mĩingĩ, makĩria ya mĩaka 30.
Makĩria ya mĩaka 30? Nĩ wahikanĩtie ũgĩũka gũkũ?
Aca.
Aya, wahikanĩrie wĩ gũkũ? Aya, na rĩu nĩ ũkĩrĩ na ciana nene? Kau kĩrĩ kaũndũ kega mũno. Rĩu ta twĩre atĩrĩrĩ, Mr. Gatukui rĩ, wamũmenyire rĩ, kana agĩũka ahanaga atĩa na akuĩte kĩ, na wamuona wambire gwĩciria atĩa?
Ndingĩririkana mĩaka, no nĩ mĩingĩ, nĩ makĩria ya mĩaka 20. No rĩrĩa okire arĩkia primary stand 7.
Stand 7?
Rĩu okire kwĩ mama we.
Okay.
Okire akuĩte ithandũkũ na tũkuo tũnini twake tũrĩa akoragwo natuo.
Ithandũkũ, akuĩte ithandũkũ? Ithandũkũ rĩahuanaga atĩa hihi?
Ithandũkũ rĩarĩ rĩa mbaũ, rĩarĩ na tũkuo twake tũrĩa ahũthagĩra.
Hihi ũkĩmũrora hĩndĩ ĩyo rĩ, wonaga arĩ mwana ahuana atĩa? Arĩ na gĩko, arĩ mũrekererie kana arĩ mũtheru?
Arĩ na gĩko na kanyatha. Okire ekĩrĩte kanyatha karĩa athomaga nako primary.
Aya, na gĩthandũkũ kĩa mbaũ?
Itiarĩ ithandũkũ inene, karĩ gathandũkũ kanini.
Rĩu mũkĩambania nake thabarĩ hau?
Gũkũ rĩu niĩ ndarĩ mũruti wa wĩra, na gũkũ kwarĩ kwa mama wao. Ũndũ ũyũ no nginya ndĩmũtirĩte ũrĩa ndĩratirĩte ciana cia mama we.
Nĩguo. Rĩu oka rĩ, mũikara nake rĩ, arĩ mũndũ wa mũthemba ũrĩkũ? Nĩ ciana iria cirĩwaga mbara, ciana iria njogothi, ciana iria nemi, ũngĩmũ describe arĩ mũndũ wa mũthemba ũrĩkũ?
Aca, arĩ mwana mũkiri we, ndarĩ maũndũ maingĩ, ndaragia mũno, arĩ mũkiri.
Gwathĩka?
Gwathĩka arĩ mwathĩki, no ndũkĩrĩ matiarutaga wĩra. Rĩrĩa okire acahirio cukuru rĩ, moka matiarutaga wĩra, matiarutithagio wĩra. Rĩu gũkũ kwarĩ kahũa, nĩ gũthira gathirĩte. Rĩu na ũguo kĩandarĩ kahũa, na ũguo, kũrĩa thutha wa nyũmba, kwarĩ kahũa na kwarĩ aruti a wĩra. Matieragwo mathiĩ marute wĩra. Aca.
We warĩ mbici yao? Atĩ wamarugagĩra makarĩa makahũna pa? Na ũka make sure nĩ wagaĩra mũndũ irio ciake, ta ndarĩria hau.
Ũrĩa ũngĩkorwo na ciana nyingĩ. Ti mama wao nĩ oete mwanake ũngĩ wa we mũthuri ũcio mataraini atĩa, etagwo Gitata take. Nĩ amuoire tondũ kuga mbũrĩatha cia Gatukui rĩa ngũrũ icio ciambire gũka gũkũ. Ũmwe etagwo Njogu na ũngĩ etagwo Mũngai. Marĩkia rĩu primary, no aciari ao nĩ gũkua makuire. Baba wao athire Mombatha akĩregera kũu. Rĩu nake nyina akua rĩ, rĩu nĩguo moirwo nĩ mama wao, rĩu ũcio wa kuma kwa mami wao. Rĩu nĩguo rĩu no nginya akorwo mena bamĩrĩ, no nginya makĩrwo mathiĩ kwĩ bamĩrĩ ciao. Rĩu acio makĩrwo mama wao akĩmera thiĩ kwĩ bamĩrĩ cianyu, rĩu magĩgĩũka gũkũ. Rĩu moka gũkũ acio erĩ makĩamba magĩthiĩ cukuru, nake rĩu Gatukui nĩguo acokire nake agĩũka. Rĩu nake agĩcoka agĩtwarwo cukuru.
Hĩndĩ ĩrĩa onire Gitata na Mrs. Gitata nĩo ciana icio cia ithano rĩ, wecirie ati hakiri-inĩ ciaku ndwamakire kana ukirigwo kamundu uyu kana kagitata mari na ngoro ehuana atia ino maroya ciana 5 no makire andu yang
ndionire tari undu tondu ndoĩ mami wao tene ndokaga gũkũ mami wao atanakua na ningĩ nyina wa Gitata mwene gũkũ rĩ na ithe wa Gatukui rĩ nĩ a nyina ũmwe. Rĩu mami ũcio wa Gitata rĩ ndangĩetĩkĩire rĩtwa rĩa mũrũ wa nyina rĩage rĩũre, no nginya angĩerire mũrũ wa ciana icio tondũ arĩ na hinya, nake mũka wa Gitata arĩ mũndũ wa kwenda ciana, kwenda andũ yani na gũteithia. Rĩu nĩguo amamũkĩire marĩ othe. Ũguo amamũkĩire me ciana 5 na ũcio rĩu ndĩrakwĩra ũcio ũngĩ mathomithagio wetagwo Njoroge marĩ ciana 6, no ciana ciao cia Gitata na mũka marĩ anini, ciarĩ nini itiarĩ nene.
Na nĩ mahau oiga atĩ Mrs. Gitata nĩ endete ciana rĩ, hau no njĩkĩre wĩira. Ithuĩ twĩ ciana nini rĩ, nĩ tuokaga gũkũ twathoma kũrĩa Sunday school ĩrĩa ya Q River harĩa ACK. Nĩkuo ndathomagĩra Sunday school. Rĩu nĩ tuokaga gũkũ arĩ wa kanitha itũ. Rĩu nĩ tuoka mũtumia nĩ tuokaga gũkũ na hau ũguo hena handũ Gitata akĩte nyũmba ya kĩrĩa mũtĩ igũrũ. Harĩ kũ? Harĩa.
Nĩ ũkuona mũtĩ-inĩ ũrĩa ũcio mũtĩ-inĩ ũcio nĩho yakĩtwo
nyũmba mũtĩ igũrũ. Mũtĩ igũrũ nĩ gũkomakomaga ho kana no kũhurũka?
Akĩire ciana.
Ciana
ciake
cikarage hau?
Gũthiĩ gũthaka, yani gũthaka.
Tuokaga gũkũ tũgathakĩra gũkũ kanyeki-inĩ, ũgatũhe irio tũkarĩa, arabu hena kĩrori atũheaga gĩtagwo gĩcece. Wakĩririkana? No ndĩramenya ũhoro ũcio. Rĩu tuokaga gũkũ twĩ ciana nini mũno. Ũguo waiga nĩ marĩ famĩlĩ ĩyo nĩ endete andũ mũno na nĩ endete na ndĩathutũkanagia kana mũrĩ athĩni kana mũrĩ itonga.
Aca ũcio ndoĩ ũguo, mũka ndamenyaga ũguo, oyaga andũ othe tarĩ andũ ake.
Tarĩ andũ.
Rĩu gũkũ ũngĩona atumia arĩa andĩkĩte gũka hwainĩ, ciana ciao nyingĩ ciathomithirio nĩ mũtumia ũcio. Na ingĩ ciĩ mawĩra-inĩ manene.
Mrs. Gitata, a woman with a golden heart. Tondũ no tũkĩmwĩtire ũguo. Rĩu Gatukui nĩ agĩthoma na agĩthiĩ rũraya.
Akĩrĩkia cukuru, akĩrĩkia secondary, arĩkia secondary agĩtwo Kamba KMTC. Nĩkuo athire gũthomera laboratory, agĩthoma na akĩrĩkia. Rĩu arĩkia akĩrutanga wĩra hanini, rĩu acokire akĩũmbũka agĩthiĩ rũraya.
Nĩ mwaranagĩria nake?
Rĩmwe na rĩmwe. Aikaraga akandirikana akahũrĩra thimũ tũkaria.
Rĩu rĩ, reke njuge ndakena mũno nĩ gũka gũkũ na ũgatũkaribisha na wakĩreka tũrute wĩra witũ na thayũ na nĩtwaigua tũkenete mũno. Na Gatukui nĩ aragwĩciria maũndũ mega mũno na nĩ aragwĩciria maũndũ mega na very soon nĩ ũkũmaka mũno na nĩ ũgũkena tondũ nĩ aiguaga ena thirĩ ngoro-inĩ yake. Nĩ ũrĩa wamatiritaga, ũrĩa wamarugagĩra na ũrĩa wamakuaga.
Rĩu kana karĩa kao kanini rĩ, okire kaigana ũguo kairĩtu. Na ndakarerire nginya agĩthiĩ akĩrĩkia cukuru primary, agĩthiĩ secondary, akĩrĩkia agĩcoka akĩũmbũka no kakombũrwo nĩ mwarĩ wa nyina ũcio wĩtagwo Nyamweru. Ũcio ona nĩwe wetire acio angĩ erĩ, Mũngai na ũngĩ wĩtagwo Njogu. Nĩwe wametire Mũrĩmo.
Ndigwĩciria hena ũndũ ũngĩ, reke njuge ndakena mũno nĩ ũndũ wa gũtũ host na twacokia ngatho nĩ tũrĩ gũcerera rĩngĩ. Tũkwĩra Gatukui thaa ici atũtũme na atũtũme na kĩndũ kĩmata kĩega nĩ ũndũ wa gĩtĩo kĩu watwĩka. Asanti sana na ũgĩe na mũthenya mwega.
Mwamũhũrĩra mwarie nake na mũmũgeithie.
Tũkũmũgeithia mũno. Sawa sawa. Asanti. Thank you.
By scrolling the books, what did Gatukui see in those books that caught his attention that he wanted to go to America?
He found the name of a college which was taking medical college, and he applied to it. And they were good enough to reply to him. And that's why he was admitted. He made up his mind he's going to study in America. Not knowing where the funds will come from, but believing God. By the way, Gatukui is a big dreamer and a big believer in all things. So you can imagine someone from all the way from Rift Valley now wants to go to America. How? And you are being helped. Can you imagine coming and telling your guide, and I'm going to go to America? How was it could be? But all the same, he got those admission letter. They organized how he would go there, and there he went.
Yes.
Yeah.
So after high school, where did he go next?
After high school, I told you that he went to Machakos Medical Training College, where he pursued a diploma in medicine, laboratory work. From there, he was posted to Vika Level 5 for attachment, and also Gatodo Hospital, which is in the central Kiambu. Yeah.
That he proceeded to America, or he stayed
afterwards?
Yes.
No, after the attachment and everything,
yeah.
That's why he proceeded to America. Yeah.
Yes. So tell us about James.
James was a close friend of Gatukui. And whenever we used to go to the hostel to visit him, I would find him with him. That is the Pumwani Boys Hostel.
So he studied with him at Pumwani?
They studied with him. Mm-hmm. I think he was one of his mentors. Yeah.
Do you have any history of James?
Not really, because I used to go greet him, mingle around in the hostel and see what they were doing. But as the saying goes, show me a friend, I'll tell you who you are. They were good buddies, they were studying, and they were focused on their education.
Did James go with him to America?
No.
He didn't.
Not that I know. But what I know is that they were good friends when they were in the hostel and in high school. And I can remember also, as I told you, that place was a place of love. Mr. Gitata's house was a place of love. I used to have friends who were coming to visit me, girls my age. So I remember one day, there was a girl who looked at Gatukui and asked me, who is that? I told her, wachana na huyo ni green sana. In Kikuyu say gekirini. When you are animated in Form 1, you say that is a green mono.
Yeah, he's a mono.
Yeah, that's what I remember very well about it.
I find this couple very interesting and very special. Will you tell us more about Mrs. Gitata and his family?
Let me take you a little back about Mr. Gitata, who is the husband to my sister. When we met Mr. Gitata when we were young, coming to give hand to my sister to marry him, he was very welcoming to us, and he loved us from the word go. So going to their place and staying with them, it was the hand of the Lord. And I didn't mention to you that Mr. Gitata died before Gatukui went to America. He died through the cerebral malaria, and you know how dangerous cancer is. Yeah. Keeps on moving. We used to go from this hospital to the other one, doing chemo, doing everything. The children were also very supportive, bringing back money to her for medicine. Even Gatukui used to set some for financial assessment to assess in the whole thing, medical, food and everything. So that fateful day of September 26th, we took her to Aga Hospital. The doctor tried all what they could, but the owner, that is the Lord, healed her eternally. It was very hard for me. Even today, if I recall how I used to be close to my sister, who was more like a mother to me. So Dr. Gitata took all the burdens, the siblings, her children, and us, and we all went to school. Nobody was left behind. When I come back to the heart of Mrs. Gitata, I found that God had given her a golden heart.
A golden heart.
A golden heart, which is very rare, because my sisters don't have like that one. Can you imagine me? I stayed with my sister from Form 1. I went to Form 6. Then I went to college. I finished. I stayed with her until I got married. No complaints, no anything, but she was still supportive to the whole family.
Catered for everything.
Everything. And still to that, when Mr. Gitata was alive, they could come to school and visit us, regardless of what.
As parents.
As parents. So you can imagine a school which is in interior place, seeing a Mercedes Benz coming to speak you or to see you on a visiting day, how it was. And so it was like that even at Gatukui when we was in Pumwani Boys. We used to drive all the way from Kiambu to see Gatukui at Pumwani Boys was there. Yes. So to me, both of them, Gitata Besa and Gitata Mrs., they had this love with God called Agape love. That's why I say love conquers everything, no matter what. No matter if you are told you can't do it, you do it because God has given you that ability and your duty to pray. Yeah.
Did you ever felt alone? How was the experience?
Alone?
Yes.
My experience with my sister?
Yes.
I take you back now to 2021. After I got married, my sister was taken ill also. When she got sick, she had to travel to India for treatment. She had colon cancer. Imagine I left my house, I left my husband, and accompanied her to India for treatment. We came back to Kenya. That was 22, 23, 24, and lastly 24 September. I used to live with her, taking care of her. That was like payback.
Yeah.
But I can't say it was like a payback because I couldn't pay her the way she laced me and the other up. But she rests in peace. She was a woman in the house. Her heart was so big. You could go with any problem and she could solve it. From her workers, yes, and especially those who are in need. And she was taking care of them. By the way,
yes,
I forgot something.
tell me.
I remember very well Christmas time when we used to go and visit. Before their mother died, and the auntie, and that is Mr. Gitata's mother.
Yeah.
We used to go to visit them at the Dodwa. That is, they were all the way to Rift Valley. And Akina Gatukui could make swings with strings through the forest. We could enjoy the swinging there, dishing lollipops to the children there. The children could come and touch those children, see they were alive. Yeah, that was the most memorable time we had to get to the Gatukui, the family. Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Till next time, subscribe, share. The show was Matendo Yote channel on Fire Agape TV. Till next time, bye.